Hi, this is Greg Clark, and today we're going to talk about the business model canvas. And there's my little reference there to Alex and Yves. Definitely, I humbly stand on their shoulders. Let's talk about customer segments. Mass market, segmented, niche, diversified, multi-sided. It really doesn't matter, but when you take a look at customer segments, this is what we mean by customer segments. Now let's take a look at mind mass. What I've done is a real rough. Yeah, it's not pretty, but I mean, I'm not asking for a lot here. You can sketch it out. I'm looking for a draft this week, so it doesn't have to be finalized. But here's the one that I did on Lewis and Clark Sales and Marketing Training, and you can take a look at the customer segments. And in this one, I'm looking at using material industries, chemical industries, things like that. I'm aiming at entrepreneurs, technology-based complex selling companies, consultants, and professionals like doctors, lawyers, CPAs, architects, financial planners, and artists. They all have to sell. And so this is the group that I'm really looking to sell to with this particular program. Value proposition. And when we talk about value proposition, we're talking about the newness. Is it how new is it to the market? Performance, customization, design, pricing, status, cost, risk reduction, convenience, accessibility. I don't care what your niche is, but capture it in your value proposition on your canvas. Now, with mine on value proposition, I've come up with this idea on offering co-op points for different businesses to pass along and share some of the freemium modules that I have on sales training, offering gifts and upgrades and things like that to individuals who share, and also purchase the different video modules as well as workshops and things like that. But I've got this freemium thing going on in my head, so I wanted to capture that under my value proposition. So you got the freemium stuff, and then you got membership upgrades. But I'm trying to get people into an online module for sales and marketing training. Next thing is channels. And, it's a little bit more complex. I wanted to break it out for you. You've got your own channels. You've got partnership channels. And under your own channels, you've got direct, and that can take the form of Salesforce or web sales or your own stores. Under partner, that's the indirect pieces. It can be what the partner sells or a wholesaler sells. And then you have the channel phases. So you've got own and partner, but they can change through the phases of a channel. And that can go from a company's first awareness, building awareness, evaluation of in the shopping portion that a customer might do or prospect, and then the purchase phase, the delivery phase, and then after the sales. So how are you going to touch your customer segments through the channel phases? And in mine are pretty simple. I'm going to try to reach my people through my LinkedIn network initially, and then parts through, I'm going to piggyback over the top of Sandler, Sales Institute, and also Value Selling, which are a couple of licensed and franchise sales training programs out there. Customer relationships. These can be personal assistance, self-service, automated communities, or co-creation. In other words, how are you going to interact with your customer segments? On mine, I'm going to offer a co-op membership. I'm going to offer some self-servicing. They can come right onto my platform, purchase a module or whatever. So that's fully automated. And then also, if they want to step up, I've got different things that I'm offering through the value proposition that is really dedicated personal assistance and service. Take a look at revenue streams. And, there's all kinds. The more you have, the better, quite frankly. So you're not looking for just one. But take a look at, you can sell them something. It's an asset sale or a usage fee or a subscription fee, or it can be lending, renting, or leasing. It can be licensing. It can be brokerage fees or advertising. And so on mine, I'm looking at ad revenue being generated from other advertisers on my internet site, on my education platform. I'm looking at some type of co-op membership that drives a stream of income. I'm looking at upgraded memberships and video content, and also evaluation of candidates through DISC and some other services that I can do. Key resources can be physical, intellectual, human, and financial. They may be all of those. It's not necessarily we're looking for one, but it can be more. And in mine, website development is going to be critical. Course development is going to be critical. My social media content providers, critical. The Q Center is a global training center that I'm going to use here in St. Charles for workshops and face-to-face boot camps and things like that. Module platform, I mean, that I'm looking at Moodle to use as my module platform, and then I'll use specific subject matter experts to come in, like on emotional intelligence and such like that. Key activities, well, production, problem solving, platform, network. Go into a little bit of detail on your key activities. On mine, it's going to be production of training modules, platform network maintenance, SEO maintenance, search engine optimization, telecourses, boot camps, books, CDs, custom content, key partnerships, optimization, and also economies of scale, acquisition of certain resources, reduction of risk and uncertainty. And under mine, it's classroom, online platform, website developer, LinkedIn, advertisers. I got a list here. Competitors, in certain cases, competitors may even be partners for me. Other training using my platform. And also I've got some key people here that I've identified, one in emotional intelligence and one in Six Sigma. And then cost structure. It can be a lot of these different things. Again, it doesn't necessarily have to be one, but drill down, take a look on Google to get maybe a better understanding of what these different things mean. A lot of you already have the feel for it, but list them on your canvas here. Mine is platform costs, website costs, content development costs, advertising and sales and marketing costs involved with getting other advertisers. That's about all I got. I'm anxious to see yours. It doesn't have to be pretty. Thanks.